with me, Uttermost Ghostie, friendly host, broadcasting to you from the stereo post to entertain you to the utmost. There's utmost as I am passionately able upon this day. Hi, Mouser! Thank you for being lost. You can reclaim first if you wish. It's been longer than a minute. Ghostie's tired. Ghostie's tired. So I'm gonna have to come up with something. I bought. You don't want it now. You don't want it now? Fine, be that way.
Oh boy, what flavor?
Bye, so thank you. 400 bits, how are you? And thank you for being first. Oh, how are you, Wednesday? Thank you for half past Marcel. Yeah, I'm tired. We're doing our daily Peam climb now as opposed to right before we play with Thrice, just because, like, it could take an hour, it could take an hour 30. I don't want to waste his time. I don't think he plays Peam. Hell yeah, let's go. But to show you guys where we are with the Sabadon month so far, we have gotten the daily Peam climb. We've gotten coffee talk. The next one is ebook giveaway. We're pretty close to that one, I think. We also have Cozy Games Week, where I will play cozy games all week. We have a Ghostie lore stream, a Farm Fresh Xenomorph presentation. We've already funded both the new static emotes and the new emotes, or animated emotes, so that's exciting. Yeah, I'm happy. We've done very well so far. I really appreciate it. Go over the individual rewards again. 1K bits, you get your name on the screen. As you can see, Mauser's name is on the screen. So 5 subs, you get a Scuffed Possum drawing. I'm gonna make a whole stream about that in October. So I gotta do everybody's Scuffed Possums for the Sabadona month, and then I also gotta do Scuffed Possums for when we did VTuber SummerSlam. So I'm gonna make a stream of it. If you give 2K bits, you get to decide a safe for work post for Blue Sky. Mauser decided his first one, and I posted it yesterday, but he has to give me his second one. And yeah. If you give me 10 subs, you become a VIP. If you are my friend and you give me 10 subs and you're already a VIP, I will mod you at least for a day. And 60K bits used to be salmiakki, but I have salmiakki right here, and I'm gonna have to eat a piece here in a moment. I'm unhappy about it. It's a week-long swear ban. And of course, we are raising money. Right now, we're raising money for the animated intro outro, which is $400 US. This is all in USD. The animated and static emotes, the new emotes, come to $80. So those have already been funded, but the animated intro outro has not yet. These are all the things we've already got. We got the animated 3D background. I got the reference sheet. Goji's working on the custom 3D model. Got the new layouts. Stretch goals would be like a new profile picture, new Fugi, animated trailer, custom background music. I don't expect us to get those two. Animated trailer and custom background music. That would be expensive, and I doubt we get that. Hold on, let me take this salmiakki. I'm gonna take you guys back over here. think I swallowed the salmiakki. Thank you for being here for 15 streaks. I really appreciate that, Barzel. 15 streams. Now, last night, because you guys know that I only had that one last. I only had one more achievement to get in Peam. Goji helped me get it last night. So we have all the Peam achievements. So here's what we're going to be doing. We are going to be playing Peam, and we're going to be trying to work up through the difficulties. So today we're going to play Tenderfoot. It's going to be very chill. And then we're going to do Peak tomorrow, assuming we beat this. And then we'll go up from there. The goal being to get all the way through different difficulties. Here is what our outfit tip is currently. Hold on, I'll go over here. And then we can also look at what all of the hats are that I have, because I don't know all the hats I have. You can see my accolades. I have all of them. My smile. Oh yeah, I could put on the cannibal smile, but I like this smile. I got all of the the things. This is my second favorite outfit, but I like this one better. We have every hat except one, and I'm not sure what this one is. I have to ask. And then I think you get all the different sashes from doing different difficulties. So those we will be getting. I don't know for sure. But like I said, today we're just doing some solo PM. We're doing Tenderfoot. To start with, we missed showing you guys Mesa yesterday. Because we did PM before they changed the map. So we're back on Alpine today. They said that they're doing for sure, like, Mesa one day, Alpine the next. So, so today will be Alpine. Unfortunately, I don't actually like Alpine that much. I don't like Alpine. I don't like Tropics. Really, the ones that I like are Shore and Caldera and Kiln. Mesa's fine, it's just a little bit annoying. Cause like, if you guys, I don't know if I've played with you guys seeing Mesa. You'll see it tomorrow regardless. Also, tomorrow's gonna be different. I know I have on the schedule that we're gonna be doing Scrim. We're gonna be doing Scrim, but turns out we're gonna be doing a collab day. We're gonna be playing some Phasmophobia with Rand and Lissa, and then they will also join us for a daily Peam. So that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have fun. We get to finally ghost hunt again. Maybe Phasmo's the next game that I try to get all the achievements in. Cause like... No, coconut, please. Cause I've never really been too much into achievement hunting. However, I enjoyed getting all the achievements here. Get those cheese mints. Easy cheesy mints. Like, I liked hunting the ones for this. It gives me enough sense of accomplishment to not feel like I've completely wasted my day if I'm just eating, if I'm just playing this game. I'm not wasting my day if this is the only thing I'm doing in my day. And I'm aware of that, but sometimes it's nicer. Hey. Put that there. But yeah, so I've gotten everyone. I don't spend a lot of time in a lot of games. Well, I spend a lot of time in games. I just don't spend a lot of time in a lot of games. Whoa. If that makes sense. Like, I spend a lot of times in a few games, and I kind of like, I get stuck on a game like this one, because I really like it. I really do like Peam. I think it's good. I understand that people may not like it, and that is fair because, you know, not every game is for every person. But it's just kind of relaxing. I remember being, I was 14 when I climbed a mountain with my youth group. And, I hated the experience. I did not like climbing the mountain. Primarily, I think because, it was a lot of stuff that I just, you know, felt bad about. Cause, like, I used to be very scared of a lot of things. I used to be incredibly superstitious and incredibly scared. So the first thing we had to do when we got to base camp, okay, not base camp, before we started climbing, we had to learn how to rappel. So we had to rappel down a fairly sheer rock face. The walk up was easy. It was like, you know, because it was where they teach people how to rappel. It was not some difficult climb. But I, at the time, and still a little bit, I guess, to this day, was scared of heights. Pretty common thing to be scared of, especially as a human. I didn't want to go. And eventually I did anyway, because you had to. Like, they weren't going to let you go on the mountain trip if you didn't do the rappelling, and there was no place for me to stay if I didn't go on the trip. You know? So I went. And Brother Plies was there to try and help me, because he was also on this trip. And it didn't matter. I got slammed against the side of that thing. And I think that was partially my fault because, like, I panicked. But, yeah, I got slammed against the side of that rock face. I had some fairly deep gashes before we even started climbing. And so I was not a happy camper. Also, I actually don't have a great sense of direction in real life either. I used to have a lot better of one than I do now. I think just because now I don't really go anywhere, so I don't need to have a sense of direction aside from knowing where things are in my house. So there were a couple times that I got lost on the side of that mountain. And got in trouble because I got lost. Anyway, I think it was 14,000? No, that seems wrong. That instantly seems wrong. It was a tall mountain. It was in Colorado. I don't remember the name of it. We took a week climbing it and coming down. And it was awful. And I hated it. And also, there was a whole point during it where we were told, even though most of us had been baptized at that point, because this was a religious thing, right? We were told that if we were really, truly wanting to be right with God, that we would rededicate ourselves to Him in a spring on this side of the mountain. So several of us got rebaptized. I didn't, because I was like, I thought it was one and done. And then on the way back, this was also, I have trouble sleeping in moving vehicles. I have trouble sleeping in cars. I have trouble sleeping in planes. I have trouble sleeping, not on boats though. Boats are fine. Like big boats. Small boats I think I would have trouble with, but not big boats. And this was one where I was in a car with the lawyer. So there was a guy who was a lawyer, and he was one of the chaperones on this trip. And one of the things is we drove through the night on the way back. I think we drove through the night on the way there too. And so I was just sat up in the passenger seat because I couldn't sleep. We made no stops at hotels or anything like that. I think it was a 2 or 3 day drive back. Anyway, it was partway through the first night that we were driving through. I think we were gonna stop at like a McDonald's or something for food. McDonald's, or was it a Cracker Barrel? I don't remember. Either way, it was a food place. This was also the only time that I've ever been to a Cracker Barrel. Spice must flow. And I was like, oh, I'll let the others know we're about to stop, because all of the other high schoolers were asleep. And he said, no, I got a better way to wake them up. We're on the highway. I should let you guys know. We're on the highway. Okay? This man, a lawyer, fucking slams on the brakes of this large van and swerves and starts screaming at the top of his lungs. We are on a highway. There are cars around us. This is how he decided to wake up the other teenagers in the thing. And then when they started freaking out, he started laughing. And I'm just sitting there going like, we could have died. And then, so we got back, right? We got back home. And Mama Boss was like, well, how'd you like it? And I was like, I didn't like it. I'm not doing it again. And she's like, that's what both of your siblings said first. But they wanted to do it again the next year anyway. And I was like, that's great for them. But that's not how I feel. And she was like, no, you'll feel differently. A year passes. And it's time to sign up for the next one. Ghostie, do you want to go climb a mountain again with the youth group? No. What? But your brother's going. Yep. He can have a good time. I'm not going. That is Ghostie's life, though. Ghostie gets to, be told she's going to enjoy something when she knows she's not going to. And then have adults be mad at her. 'Cause they're like, what do you mean you don't enjoy it? I don't know, bud. I don't know. Maybe. I just don't want to do it. Have you ever thought about that? No, I'm supposed to be submissive at all times? Great! Yeah, I have mountain climbing trauma. But see, this is better because there's no lawyers screaming and making it like we're about to die in a car crash. And there's no weird religious stuff about needing to get baptized again. So I like this game a lot. Also, there's the Scoutmaster, and he's pretty cool. I wasn't allowed to be in Scouts. You get opinions. That was not the stated reason I wasn't allowed to be in Scouts. Stated reason is I wanted to join the co-ed scouts that my friends were part of. And Mama and Papa Plas were like, well, what if the boys try to rape you? You know the boys. The boys are my friends. And they have girlfriends who will be on the trip with them. No. No, not good enough. Awesome stream and fundy. Ah! Hmm. Ah! But yeah, so anyway, that's why Ghostie doesn't enjoy climbing mountains IRL, but does like Peam. Cause see, I can be on Peam and I don't have to deal with all of the crazy lawyer. I think I remember asking the lawyer what would have happened if there was a guy right behind you and he crashed into us. And the lawyer's response was, well, that would be his fault. And I feel like that's just emblematic of the people I grew up around. Like, you're gonna do something that's gonna cause a problem, but you don't feel like you're responsible for doing what you've done. You know? I don't know, maybe it's just that I feel like the man should have actually been able to understand that, hey, if you know, even if legally it's not his responsibility if someone behind him can't brake fast enough, it's a little bit his fault. Like, on a moral and ethical basis. If you, for no reason, like actually no reason, just slam on your brakes while you're driving down the highway in your big old pickup truck, I get that it's the person who crashes into you from behind that technically it's, according to the law, their fault. But like, you, am I wrong, chat? Am I wrong? I just feel like, I always felt like in that case, even if the man wasn't like legally responsible, like, he should feel guilty if that happens. He should feel guilty if that happens. Right? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think so though. But yeah, that's also the caliber of adults that I knew in my childhood in the cult. Also, lol, it doesn't matter. We don't go to heaven anyway. What if that guy doesn't go to heaven? Well, that's his problem. Oh. Okay. I tried to pretend like I thought it was funny, but I didn't think it was funny. There's also a one part that a couple of the guys on the trip were trying to read Lord of the Rings to be like, to feel more inspired to climb better. I was like, I like Lord of the Rings. That part was nice. And then of course I've talked about this before, but the part that really got me annoyed was the part when I was having altitude sickness. And they were like, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're just faking it. And so I kept trying to go. And, then I had to stop and vomit over the side of the mountain. 'Cause, shocking, apparently everybody but me, I was having altitude sickness. What? Possum says I'm sick, and you say, nah, no you're not. Possum might know if Possum is sick. Just maybe. Just maybe. Possum occasionally knows about Possum's own fitness. You know? Why can I get up there? That. Nope. Apparently I can't sprint jump off a rope. Matthew Damon. Oh, did this one have a... No, it didn't. Get all excited. Did this one have a bandage? That one could. Yeah, just I feel like I had interesting experiences growing up. They just weren't exactly, you know, what one would say are pleasant. Okay. Also, I don't know if they tried to make like the tropics more difficult or something. I dislike the tropics already. So I think I just don't like spending time here. Especially because of the rain. The rain's just annoying. Yeah. This is the same group, the one that I climbed a mountain with. That the next year I went on a mission trip to Mexico, which, by the way, I find, in retrospect, I find incredibly disgusting. But, at the time, I didn't know any better. I was a dumb child. And I've always had issues with the heat. We were building a church in Mexico. And, I was tying rebar and nearly fainted onto the rebar. Which, if you've ever been around rebar, you know that's... You don't want to do that, especially when it's sticking up. Do not face plant into rebar. It's just... You know, nobody would willingly recommend that. So I had to go sit in the sick tent. And then the adults that night were like, Ghostie, you're just not trying hard enough. I know that you're lying about almost passing out. So... Yeah, like that. That's the feeling that I have. I hope that my noise there was clear enough. Also, if you notice on peak stuff, once you get close enough to the campfire, whatever the environmental hazard of the zone is stops being an environmental hazard. So, your rain will stop, there's something in the mesa where you... Hi, DePope, how's it going? No, I made it to the top of this. I haven't made it to the top. On the top I stop. How are you, by the way? Yeah. Always listen to Scoutmaster Myers. Yeah, so you'll notice that things like the rain, the blizzarding, and the scorching heat of the mesa will stop once you get close enough to the campfire. Enjoy! So, sometimes if you... You know what? Fine. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. Sometimes it's worth it just to keep climbing if you know you're close enough. But, here. What I'm hoping is that, a couple of times this month we can, like, play with more people and help them get any achievements that they want to get. I've really, I've really enjoyed the heck out of this game. I thought honestly that it was gonna be a lot of the games that have come out these past couple years, like, honestly, I'd even put Repo and Headliners in the same category of games that, like, you buy to play with your friends once or twice. That's kind of it. But I'm really glad I got Peak because, I've just been playing it a whole bunch, you know? I've just been playing it a whole bunch, and I've been enjoying the hell out of it. Been enjoying the hell out of it. So, occasionally, these types of games are great to get just for your own enjoyment. Because I feel like, aside from the achievements that I required other people's help to get, I would have just had a lot of fun playing this game. And that is how it is for a lot of video games. Even if I want to play them with friends, most of the time my friends won't play them. I have some friends who are, like, incredibly good and super I can count on them. Like Mauser, I can always count on Mauser. If he says, "Hey Ghostie, I'm gonna be there," or "I'm gonna do this," then he is gonna do it. But a lot of my friends who are not people you see me play a whole bunch with are either just really busy, or they'll say, "Yeah, we'll play this time," and then we never play. So I kind of stop asking people after a while. Cause I get tired of rejection. I get tired of rejection. And then people are like, "Why don't you invite me to your collabs anymore?" And I'm like, I don't want to be mean, but... So, I've kind of decided that on these types of games, going forward, I'm only gonna buy them if it's, like, for somebody's actual celebration, or if it's something that I can enjoy playing on my own. My main frustration of a game that came out this year that I would love to play with more people is FBC Firebreak. And I'm not playing that more on stream, not because I don't want to or I don't have people willing to play, but I still haven't fixed the problem. I still don't know how to fix the problem. The problem being that when I try to launch a mission, it just kicks me out to my login screen. I probably need to put in like an actual bug report with Remedy itself. I just, you know, I'm a tiny possum, so I just assume that my problems aren't useful. I haven't really been playing any Dead by Daylight either, honestly. Even though right now I can. Right now Dead by Daylight is playable on Linux, and I know that we probably shouldn't spit in the face of the Dead by Daylight gods allowing Linux players to play. But the last time I played, I had such a horrible experience, even though I was playing with friends, that it kind of made me not want to play anymore. And it was the anniversary event, and I was playing with my friends. I was grouped up with my friends as survivors. We were a group of 4. And we played against a killer, and I didn't bring the specialty, like, buff thing that you get during thing because I didn't have it yet. I hadn't played. And the killer just tunneled me. Killer just tunneled me. And then my friends didn't leave the game after I died. So I just had to sit there for a while and watch them play with this guy, because as it turned out, thank you, Sarahbot. Because as it turned out, the guy wanted to be a friendly killer, but just only to people who brought that specific thing. And I was not happy. I was not happy. I had kind of a shitty time about it. So I haven't played again. I probably could, and I could probably go to that group that I was playing with, who are my friends, and I could be like, hey, let's play some Dead by Daylight. And then if that happens again, I'm just like, Gonna be honest, guys, I don't enjoy just sitting here and watching you guys play with an asshole. That's not in my tags. I'm sorry. It's just not my tags to watch people play with an asshole. I think I need to go over there. Generally speaking, not in my tags list. I think part of the reason they stayed was because I think if you disconnect, you have a little bit of a punishment, you know? So, like, I understand it from that perspective, but at the same time, I was just like, no, I just gotta stay here. Now I just gotta stay here? I don't know if I can make that jump. I think that is what annoys me most about Dead by Daylight as a community game. It's just there's so many unwritten rules. Like so many unwritten rules. And it was like, dude, this is my first time playing the anniversary event and I literally didn't have a thing. And his point was, well, then you shouldn't put anything. I'm like, fuck you. I don't know if you guys were nice little children who didn't use the oh no! Ads, they're coming! Didn't use the naughty words. This is what happens when you get hit with the blue thing. We're just gonna stay here for a moment. Also, I'm gonna start ads. Those of you not subscribed or you don't have turbo, etc., etc., you're gonna get ads. I'm not really gonna be doing that much. We're gonna wait for this to clear and then I'll pause. Yeah, I'll see you guys after ads. You have to wait for it to clear because you can't really see much. Okay, so I'm gonna pause here because we have ads. I think I'm gonna figure out how to have something with caffeine before tonight's thing with rice because I am like super low energy. I don't know if it bothers you guys. I've been watching my stuff, right? Because I want to get better because I would like to become a better streamer and grow as a streamer, you know. And in doing so, I need to do things like watch back my stuff. Welcome back. How dare you have to work at work time? But yeah, I've had to watch, like I'm rewatching my stuff so that I can become a better streamer. How dare you work? I am so offended. My off is end. What? My end is off. There we go. Well, yeah, how are you? I hope you're having a wonderful day. But yeah, that's just how it is. You gotta put in the work to improve yourself if that is a thing you want to do. And I do want to do it. It's something that Goji was noting yesterday as well. He was saying there's noticeable drop in energy after a certain point. And I know that right now I'm not super energetic either. I'm kind of just talking stream of consciousness about whatever's there so that I can try to be, you know, kind of build up momentum. But I don't think it's happening. So, once we're done with Peam, let's do one. We're done. Once we're done with Peam, I'm gonna order myself some Dr. Pepper. So I have, cause I'm out of coffee, I'm out of tea. I bought a shaker cup and energy drink powder. So hopefully it gets here soon and I'm able to be like, yeah. Welcome back from ads, anybody who was in ads. Get back to the game. So hopefully by the time I'm playing games with Thrice... what? What the fuck? Let's try that again. I got gamer subs. I do currently also have a boa drink from Drink Gamer Girl, and that one's really good. Like this, I have her Fumi Punch, which is a fruit punch flavor, and it's really good. I also had a sample of her guava berry flavor, which is called Dumb Bitch Juice, and I highly recommend that too. My main issue with it is that I think it has some... Well, it definitely has an artificial sweetener in it, and I don't know what it is, but sometimes it makes me need to pee up extra. Which caffeine does anyway, so it could just be the caffeine. What's W? And then I also ordered some gamer subs. I decided I was gonna bite the bullet and I ordered Guacamole Gamer Fart 9000, which is a strawberry lime flavor. And I like strawberry lime. So I'm excited. But who knows when it'll get here. Because I don't think it'll get here anytime soon. Because it has to go through customs, right? And in the meantime, Goji's gonna buy me some tea. So that should help. I hope. It'd be nice. I'm just tired of feeling tired all the time. Because, like, I guess I should talk about this part too. A portion of me being tired all the time is that my multiple sclerosis also gives me fatigue. So I have a huge energy debuff. I have faulty batteries. So that's the best way I can describe it, at least. So like, yeah, I have like major compounded debuffs. Can I please get up? What the fuck? Yeah, there's some bugs. That's fine. I have a lot of compound debuffs. It happens. Just how Ghostie is. Yeah. So we won't be peeking today, but that's alright. That was our daily Peam. But yeah, so I'm trying to fight against that because I'm trying to become a better a better sandwich. Also, I figured out what was wrong with my alerts, so hopefully now you guys gift some subs or whatever, it'll actually play the correct alert. Some fucking bullshit, I swear to fuck. Now, I'm gonna send you guys over to somebody. I'm gonna send you guys, maybe I'll send you guys over to Felicity. She's playing some 7 days. We haven't rated Felicity in a long time. We will be back later today though, because we're gonna be playing some more Elden Ring with Rice. We're gonna be playing some more Elden Ring with Rice. And I will see you guys then, hopefully. But for now, I'm gonna send you guys over to Felicity. You have a great time over there. Eat something delicious, hug something you love. And I will see you again in a few hours. But for now, bye-bye.